How do you balance your career and passion? As creatives, we want to build cool things, right? Maybe it's a game, some comics, artwork, music, something meaningful. But we have all of these other life responsibilities that we absolutely need to take care of. That was me 6 months ago when I hit pause on making my indie game to finish grad school. Even though that moved me forward in my career, I felt like a part of me got stuck behind. I started to feel guilty, like I was falling behind and that I wasn't really a game developer anymore. If you feel like this, you're not alone. Hello, my name is Ricky, and I'm making a space RPG called Cosmic Renegade. In this video, I'll walk through 6 real questions you might struggle with as a creative. Feel free to jump around using the timestamps in the video description, or comment below if you have a question I didn't talk about. If you found it helpful, please drop a like as it really helps out the channel. So the first question, is it okay to pause your creative projects? I think 100% yes, absolutely okay, do what you need to do. I think that there's this unspoken rule in creative spaces, to always be shipping, to have no 0 days, to go into monk mode and grind for months without any distractions. I think that the message is often, if you don't work on your dream every day, you're not serious about it. But I think that's BS. It's a hot take, but I think that trying to work on your dreams every single day is a recipe for burnout. Trust me, I tried it, and all it takes is a couple of missed days and you're gonna start questioning your sanity and your commitment to the cause. The truth is that sometimes, the most productive thing you can do is to step away temporarily to focus on your career, your relationships, and your health, and allow your dream some breathing room. These aren't distractions. I think that these are things that enabled you to do what you love. Getting them to work together and keeping them in balance is really the key. Question number 2. How do you deal with the guilt of not creating? And how do you know it's not avoidance? Well, this one's a tough one because whenever I'm not working on my game, I feel guilty no matter how much progress I make in other areas of my life. But this guilt is really just a signal that something that you care about is getting neglected. What really helped me was having a clear plan. Every 2 weeks, I set 2 to 3 goals that I want to get accomplished. And if something is on that list and I'm choosing to do something else, then I can objectively call that avoidance and I need to switch gears. As long as you're intentional about what you want to get done, you shouldn't have to feel guilty about the things you ignore. Question number 3. How do I keep my creative identity alive when motivation fades or life keeps shifting? I want you to understand something very clearly. You do not need to work on your projects 24/7 in order to call yourself a creative, whether that's an artist, a musician, a game developer, or anything else. If you did it, you did it. That identity is yours, okay? Own it. No one can take that away from you just because life got busy. But momentum and consistency are still important. So rather than committing every day, I actually have a 2-week system. This gives me room for deep, uninterrupted work sessions when time allows, without the constant pressure of daily checkboxes. It also reduces context switching, which is a productivity killer when your creative time is already limited. 2-week sprints also gives you natural checkpoints, a chance to show off your progress in a Reddit post, a YouTube video, or just to ask yourself privately, what's working and what's not. Speaking of progress, I just released my game on itch.io. You can play it right on the browser for free, or you can download the Windows version. It's an early work in progress build that I made in 3 weeks, and I'd really appreciate some feedback in the Google form. Links in the description. Let's get back to the video. Question number 4. What mindset or framework helps to balance long-term goals? I'm gonna borrow a metaphor that I saw from one of Jonas Tyroller's videos. He's one of the creators of Thronefall. Imagine your life is a fleet of ships, and your job is to manage them with limited resources. You've got money, mental energy, and time. At the center is your flagship. It's the core of your fleet. This is the big ship that everything else connects to. It moves slow but steady. It carries things like your job, your responsibilities, your health, your family and friends, these non-negotiables that keep your life afloat. Without the flagship, the rest of the fleet can't function. Then, you've got cruisers. These are your medium-sized ships. They represent major directions that you want your life to go in. Think new skills, new languages, consistent hobbies, usually some form of learning that builds towards your future. And finally, there are speedboats. These are your experiments, your side projects, your curiosities, your new ideas. In any given season, you can't push everything at once. So ask yourself, should I focus on the flagship right now? Can I afford to keep a cruiser moving? Is there a window to launch a speedboat and see where it goes? All of these ships are important, but you don't need to sail them all at full speed all the time. Your job is to know which ship needs your attention right now and why. Question number 5. What is a sustainable way to make progress and avoid burnout? One of the ways to avoid burnout is intentional rest and to have it be part of your creative process. I actually learned this from training in combat sports. If you go hard every single day, you will likely either get injured or exhausted. So when we train, we have built-in recovery periods. Another thing is that agile development teaches us something similar: to work at a sustainable pace. There's a concept called velocity, which is how much work a team can realistically get done in a certain amount of time without being burned out. The goal is to have a predictable rate of progress, and this helps a lot with being able to plan and set good milestones for yourself. Question number 6, the last question: how do I stay motivated when progress is slow or invisible? When progress feels slow, I always come back to 2 questions. Who am I building this for, and why does it matter to me? As a game developer, I want to give players that same immersive experience that I had from playing games when I was a kid. Games are fun, but many well-crafted games tell us stories in a way that tells us something about ourselves when we play them. That feeling of knowing I'll provide something meaningful to someone is what keeps me going. And when things feel unfinished or imperfect, I remind myself that creating things that have value for other people takes a long time. So don't sweat it. The dream doesn't have to be fast, it just has to stay alive. Drop a comment if there was ever a point in your life where you had to choose between your career and creative passions. I'd love to hear about it. Thank you for watching and consider subscribing. For now, see you in space, cowboys.